Alright, hey guys, random video out of the blue because why not? So, in this video, I will be doing a tutorial on a lovely tower in JToH called Tower of Hecc. So, this was actually the first tower ever made in JToH, or JToH, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, it is just barely below TOK, and it is on hard on the difficulty chart, as you can see. So yeah, let's get into this. So yeah, this was made by Auburn, obviously. So, yeah. So this tower, if you do not know, like basically every tower on JToH has 10 floors. Now it starts off with some pretty basic gameplay, and here's the first real skip. You can just skip that short little section and just go here. Just wrap around that and jump onto here. Now just go like this. Be careful on these, but they're honestly not that hard. Now you're on the second floor. So just go up these basic jumps. Then be careful on this. You see this? These are not common in towers at all. But when you walk through it, it sends you into a slide. Now what I'd recommend doing is jumping really early and being very careful and staying to the side. Make sure to aim to where you stay on that platform. Now this section's a bit tricky, but you can just walk across it. It's an invisible path. There aren't a lot of those in JToH, but there is one there. Now just do that simple wrap and go through. Now you could go through here, but here's a little skip you could do if you want. Just go right there. It's pretty simple, as you can see. Just be careful. So yeah, what you do here, if you don't feel like risking that, is just go through that slide, go up that ladder, then just go right up here. Now you are on the third floor of the tower. Nice job if you made it this far already. So, still some pretty basic and bland gameplay. Just go around here, make sure to be careful on the edges to not walk off. Just go through here, jump carefully on these since they are one studs. You could just walk across those, just make sure to land on the first one. And jump on these carefully. Then you're on the fourth floor. Nice. So you can just skip past that first jump if you want and jump over it. Then you can just jump over that. Then just carefully walk up this, jump back, and jump over. Go across this. Now be careful. Jump on these two, because as you can see, that one falls and so does this one. So what I'd recommend doing is this, like that. Pretty simple. Then just go up this, jump on that one stud there. Be careful. And jump there, I'd say. And be careful when you jump to that truss and make sure to. Then, as you can see on that, you get to the top and then you shift off. So jump on that, and when you get here, when you're over the platform, just hit shift like that. As you can see. Then just got to be careful on that. Now there's a little skip you can do here. If you don't feel like doing that, it's just some pretty simple jumps, obviously. Then these are swinging platforms, but you really shouldn't have to worry about those. You can catch yourself there. It's pretty simple. Now there is a skip here, but unless you're speedrunning, I would not recommend doing it. Basically, there's a barely visible stud right here. You can barely see it. Yeah. It skips a bit. So just be careful on these jumps. Just walk onto that. Once you get here, this section, just shift off like that. Do that slightly hard jump. Then just go across those. Make sure you aim correctly on the trusses. Now these platforms, they fall. So make sure you get off of them really quick. If you're even a second late, you will fall. So yeah, these are simple. Just climb up this ladder. Now, this is the hardest section of the tower so far. So you see this thing? This is a conveyor, this part. Watch. Yeah, see that? That's a conveyor. So what you need to do here is once you get on it, go across, and those fall. So you have to immediately jump off. Let me show you it again. So, go across here. Wait on it until you get onto those parts, and then jump as soon as you're on. Now, a cool little skip you can do here is just that. But if you don't want to, I don't know if it's worth it. You can also just jump up here. So yeah, that's what I'd recommend doing. It skips that weird section. And you can skip from there to there if you want. But I wouldn't recommend it because this section's free. Just make sure you jump on those quick because those are falling flat. Yeah, as you can see, if you want to do it, just do that. So, be careful. See what just happened to me? That could happen to you. So I'd recommend going sideways on these and jumping like that so you don't risk getting bounced off. Now just jump on these platforms. If you go sideways, your hitbox is larger in the area where you can land on it. Now this section, be extremely careful not to hit your head here and just jump like that. There's a skip you can do here, but I would not recommend it. Basically, you wrap around that, but if you're doing this tower for the first time, you likely don't want to risk it. Now these are falling, so be very quick. Jump there, and then this. You see this invisible platform. Now you can jump from there to there, but I would not recommend it. It is harder than it looks. So I would not recommend doing it. Now just simply jump on these. This is not attached to the wall, so don't go on it and then almost walk off. I've almost done that before. My friend has almost done it before. Or I think I did actually do it. I don't know. And I think my friend might have done it. I just can't remember. So yeah, you could jump on that one stud or just jump past it. Depends on how good you are on one stud. So if you're better at long jumps. Now this section. This section is horrible. There is an invisible box there. What I would recommend doing, just that simple jump. This is so easy. It is way worth it. Trust me, it is a bit hard and a bit farther to jump, but it is so worth it because this section is absolute garbage. And it's all because of this. This box is basically invisible. Now make sure to look there. You can see it's right there. Barely. So I think it's right here. So yeah, you can see right here. In between them, go to the wall. Then you can jump there. Oh yeah, and that platform, those two platforms immediately fall. So yeah, it really depends on you, on how you feel, on what you think is better. That weird section, or just doing it. So yeah, what you do here, just wrap around these. They're pretty simple. Make sure to be careful still. You might accidentally fall off. Careful on these. That first one's slightly higher than you might think. So make sure not to just jump into a wall. Just be careful on these, as you see. Go across here. It's like that section that was on that yellow floor, or orange, I can't remember. I think it's, yeah, just go up here, go across. You should be careful. Now you're on the purple floor. Nice job. You are almost at the top. See that? That's floor 10, the last floor. 10, 9, 8. We are on floor 8. Now this is a very hard tightrope. So if you're on PC, I'd recommend doing it like this. Go across and use your mouse. If you're on mobile, well, good luck. Try to use those strats that they normally do, to where they go sideways on it, I think. So see those? These 3x3 platforms, they fall. So be careful on it. You can skip every other one or something like that, but I don't know if I'd recommend that. Now this, just gotta walk all the way across, 100 studs. Now this puts you in sitting. Immediately jump. You can skip from there to there, I'm pretty sure, but it's pretty hard, and I would not recommend for beginners to do it. So yeah, immediately jump off. Well, jump on that. Trust me, even though it's a far walk, it's way better to do. You can jump slightly later, so you don't have to do as far as a walk, but yeah. Now this tightrope, same thing except it's safety netted, so it's much easier. And there's less of a risk. Now for that, just go up, don't walk off, go around, and jump up. Now, this skip, I would recommend doing so much. Go to the edge, jump there. Now, let me show you that again. Because it is definitely 100% worth it. Trust me. Even though it's like a pretty far jump, trust me, it is 100% worth it. And there's not really that much of a risk of you falling. Now this section. Be careful. I don't know if these fall. Yeah, they don't fall, so take your time. Remember, there's an invisible platform there, so you can just jump onto it and walk across a little bit. Don't worry about it that much. Now this, just jump up these, be careful. Make sure not to walk off because you underestimate how far it is, or overestimate, whatever. And great job! You are now on floor 9 of the tower. You were so close to winning. So, go across here. Be extremely careful. Do not fall. These are kill bricks! Oops. I fell. Because I lagged off or whatever. So, I'll meet you back up. Alright, and I'm back. Remember, whenever you're doing towers, don't expect to beat it first try. Expect to fail. You are most likely going to fail. So these are kill bricks, so be careful, but also be quick. So make sure to jump off of them quick, but still take your time. So go across this. Now, land on this one stud, I'd say. You can try going across it if you want. Just skipping the one stud. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, it's most likely possible. I haven't tested it, so don't quote me on that. Now, be careful on that, since it does go. Now, those two fall, so be extremely careful. These don't fall, so you can just go across. Now, you can jump on top of that if you want, or you can just go around. Now, just go on these, be extremely careful. Go sideways, I'd say maybe on those if you want it. Yeah, so just go on the sides of these if you want. You can risk doing it. Now, make sure, if you're low on HP, as you can see up here, heal up. It will only take about a minute or two, about a minute maybe to heal to full if you're low, but trust me, it's worth it. So you can land on these one studs and heal if you're low on that, but yeah, just go up on these. Now, you're on floor 10, good job. Now, this is probably the hardest floor, I'd say. So, go on these half invisible platforms. They changed this section, I think. Yeah. So see that? You can barely see it. But go across it until it ends there. Don't try walking forward. There you go. Now on this. This is a really scary section. Go across this. Make sure not to vary off the path, and then jump. Jump across that gap from the invisible platform onto it. That is one of the hardest sections. Now these are falling platforms, so be extremely careful. And there's a skip here that you can do. This skip, it skips about half of this floor. I would really recommend doing it. As you can see, it's just that. But if you don't want to do it, even though it skips a lot, that's fine. Now you can just jump over that, or you can go around it. Depends on how you want to. Now I think these fall. Yeah, they do. So be careful not to bounce off of them. Now this, just jump up on that. Don't try going around. I wonder if you can. No. Alright. So just go up over these. Make sure to heal if you need to heal. These probably fall, so be careful. Yep, they do fall. Now just jump back down there. And that's how much that section skips if you want to take it. So be extremely careful on this tightrope. Remember, if you ever fall, try to catch on something below you. Now just go across these. They're barely invisible studs, so be extremely careful on those. They're kind of far. And then you're at the final stretch of the tower. All you gotta do is just some basic jumps. So make sure not to mess up on these. And then once you did that, you're at the win pad. And GG. So yeah, that is the tower. GG if you beat it. Good job. Make sure if you want, you can read these. And yeah, that is the end of the video. So good job. And good luck on beating your next tower or whatever you want to do. That's the end of the video. See you later.